Good morning students. I am Vinod from Department of Civil Engineering. Now I discussed about canal outlets which is comes under Unit 5 in Water Resources Engineering 1. It is for third year BTech students. Okay, in previous session we are already discussed about what are the various failures occurred in diversion head work, at the same time what are their remedial measures, and also discussed about how to design the impervious floor based upon Blitzkrieg theory and their limitations were already discussed in previous section. Now I have to discuss about canal outlet. So here canal outlet. So what is meant by canal outlet? Canal outlet, it is a hydraulic structure which is used to divert the water from main distributary to the field channel. Okay, from main distributary to the water will enter into the field channel through a small hydraulic structure which it is called it as a canal outlet. See here the arrangement of canal outlet like this. In everywhere the collecting channel automatically perpendicular to the normal flowing channel. It is the rule for designing of any canal system. So here we are providing one small outlet. So here we are providing for canal, that's why it is called it as a canal outlet. Okay, canal outlet is also called it as a canal escape. Here the water escapes from main distributary to the field channel. Then it will transfer to the field or some another small field channel. Okay, this is about canal outlet. So next concept is nothing but types of canal outlet. Here we are mainly discussed how many types of canal outlets are there. This is mainly depends upon the fluctuations occurred in major distributary and field channel. Those are non-modular outlets, semi-modular outlets, and final rigid modular outlets. Okay. So come to first one, non-modular outlet. What is meant by non-modular outlet? Here where in major distributary the fluctuations in water level occurs, at the same time the field channels also affect those kind of fluctuations. Here once the water level will fluctuated in major distributary, at the same time in field channel also the water fluctuations will occur. That kind of canal outlet we are called it as a non-modular outlet. Come to next one, semi-modular outlet. In semi-modular outlet, the fluctuations in major distributary having less effect in levels of water in field channel. So here also we are having certain fluctuation limit, but by comparing to the non-modular outlet, it will give certain small quantity of fluctuations effects only. Finally comes to rigid modular outlet. In the rigid modular outlet, even so many fluctuations occur in major distributary, it doesn't affect any water levels in field channel, because of in this time the fluctuations occur in major distributary, it will drag same quantity, otherwise same discharge of the water from major distributary to the field channel. So these are the different kinds of outlets, non-modular, semi-modular, rigid one. For example, this is fixed one because of there is no change occur, and this is normal one. While example consider as a hinged one because of it is having certain limits. But semi-modular in the sense it is having the property. Sometimes it is works as a rigid modular, sometimes non-modular outlet. So these are the description about canal outlets and types of canal outlets. So here we are discussing about some of the basic terminology used in while designing a canal outlet. Those are, see here, flexibility, proportionality, sensitivity, drawing ratio, efficiency. Okay, based on these 5 things we are finalized which kind of modular or which kind of outlet we are designed for a particular canal. Okay, based on these things only, either it is a non-modular or semi-modular or rigid modular outlet we are considered. Okay, see here, come to first one, flexibility. What is meant by flexibility? Flexibility, it is a ratio between change of discharge in outlet to the rate of change of discharge in main distributary. See here, F, the flexibility will indicate with F is equal to dq by q by d capital Q by q. So here dq by q in the sense it is the rate of change of discharge in field channel or exit of the outlet. Here dq by dq, this is the rate of change of discharge occurred in major distributary. Those ratio we are called it as a flexibility. Okay. So next one comes under proportionality. See here, flexibility value when equals to 1, that kind of outlet we are called it as a proportional outlet. Okay, proportional outlet comes under non-modular outlets when flexibility is equal to 1. Otherwise, flexibility will greater than 1, that kind of proportionality we are called it as a hyper-proportionality. So hyper-proportionality canal outlets already known it as a rigid modulus. So here we are designing a canal outlet which is having the flexibility of greater than 1, that kind of outlet we are called it as a rigid modular. Otherwise less than 1 it comes under a non-modular 1. So once flexibility is equal to 1, it is called it as a semi-modular canal outlet. So based on flexibility only, the canal outlet also comes under 3 categories. Those are proportional, hyper-proportional and finally sub-proportional canal outlets. So come to third point, sensitivity. Okay, sensitivity will indicate with yes. It will also have a ratio between, see here, dq by q. Okay, it is the rate of change of discharge occurred in field channel. Here dg by q, it is rate of change of pressure gauge levels in major distributary. Here dg is nothing but change of pressure gauge reading. Change of pressure gauge reading which we are placed at major distributary. So that ratio we are called it as a S and sensitivity. So come to fourth point, drawing ratio. So what is the drawing ratio? It is the ratio between water level at the outlet, at the same time water level at major distributary. For example, this is a major distributary. Here we are having canal outlet. It is major distributary and it is field channel. See here, this level indicates with H0 and this level small h0. So the drawing ratio is nothing but the ratio between water level at field channel means h0 by the water level at major distributary by h0. So this is called as a drawing ratio. And finally comes to the efficiency. Efficiency, we already know about that. Efficiency in the sense working condition of that particular any kind of object. Here we are mainly focused about outlet. So efficiency is nothing but how much quantity of water will enter into the outlet, and certain after all head losses, how much quantity of water will come out from the canal outlet. So here input and output, the ratio between input and output is nothing but efficiency. So these are the various basic terminology we are using. Canal outlet, and canal outlet it is also one kind of a canal head regulator. Mainly canal head regulator we are used to one major channel to minor channel, but from minor channel to field channel we don't use any canal head regulator. We are using canal outlet. It is also called as a canal escape. Okay. So let us continue. Next I will explain about Kennedy's outlet. Okay. This is the mainly non-modular kind of outlet which is introduced by Kennedy. Is an irrigation engineer. This kind of Kennedy's outlets were mainly used in Punjab irrigation system. Okay, in the Punjab irrigation system, wherever we have to say canal outlet, those all are kind of Kennedy's outlet. Okay, see here, this is the cross section of the canal outlet. Sorry, Kennedy's canal outlet. Here, this is the major distributary. Okay, and this is canal bank, and it is a concrete pile. At the same time, this is field channel. Here, in this Kennedy's outlet, the water will come to bell mouth arrangement. This will automatically flow through the CI pipe. But in this manner, the CI pipe, the cross section will be varies from one end to another end. Why? Because here, this kind of pipelines only we are getting less minimum losses. Because of we are having so many head losses in pipe flows. Those are major losses, minor losses, friction losses. Those are all kind of losses will be minimized here due to variation of pipe. So here we are providing R-speed to calculating the discharge through a Kennedy's outlet. So once water will enter into this bell mouth entry, the entire water will flow through the CI pipe. Then finally, this concrete pipe it will enter to the field channel. Okay, this kind of Kennedy's channel we are calculating the discharge by using this formula Q. It is indicated with discharge is equal to Q is equal to CA into square root of 2G H0. Okay, see here, C is a coefficient of discharge. It is mainly taken as 0.97. 0.97. See, it is a coefficient of discharge. Here A is equal to cross sectional area of bell mouth. Cross sectional area of bell mouth. This one, area of this one. And here G, gravitational acceleration due to the gravity is nothing but 9.81. And finally H0. What is H0? H0 is a head get the major distributary. The value of head at major distributary. In major distributary we are having so many disturbances like wind, turbulence and some of the frictional forces. That's why generally H0 is always taken as a 0.2 times of H0. Generally here we are calculating H0 is equal to 3 meters, but here we are using H0 is equal to 0.2 into 3. In this manner we are using discharge formula. Then we are able to calculate the discharge value through Kennedy's outlet. So this is the working condition of Kennedy's outlet. Just before we are discussed about Kennedy's kind of outlet. Now we will discuss about Gibbs outlet. It will introduced by Gibbs. He is an England engineer. It was introduced in 1907. Okay. So it is rigid kind of canal outlet. It is the example for rigid kind of canal outlet. In previous section we will discuss about Kennedy's outlet. It will come under non-rigid model. Okay. So see here, it is a major distributary. From here, the water will enter through this pipe. The entire water will carry through this pipe and it will enter into the Eddy's chamber. In that Eddy's chamber, we are having so many series of baffle plates. So here, what is the main use of baffle plates in the sense? It will use it to dissipating the energy, dissipating the hydraulic energy. So how the hydraulic energy will produce? Because of here we are providing a semicircular ring. Based on this, the vortex flow will occur. Vortex flow. So based on this vortex flow only, less cross-sectional area will drag more discharge through higher velocities. That's why we are providing semicircular one. Once higher velocities create so many energy. So these kind of pipes will not bear that kind of energy. That's why we are using baffle plates. These baffle plates are generally used to dissipating the energy which was created by the vortex flow of water. So after dissipating all the energy, the water will carry through this pipe to the field channel. So this is the Gibbs moduli outlet, which is comes under to the rigid kind of canal outlet. Okay, thank you.